Hi, my name is Caitlin Rose Moore, and I'm applying for the online art teaching position at Dragonfly Designs. Nice to meet you guys. My teaching philosophy is that children and all students learn when ideas have meaning to them. The meaning is what makes it settle in their brains. Art is all about personal meaning. It's a way to bare your soul. It helps people find out who they really are, which is transformative learning. As an art teacher, I don't want everyone's work to have to look the same. I want the students to get to be inventive and unique. I want to help them discover their voice. I believe that in art classes, it's quite possible to achieve transformative learning because art is so wrapped up with the unconscious mind. I would be so happy if the students in my class learned deeply and at their core. Doing art is like creating a dream, and it is a good activity to access your unconscious and to grow. I value art. I want to encourage the students to try new things, like work really big or really small, in different mediums, with different color schemes and different dimensionalities, but ultimately, I want their art to come from themselves. I will encourage all risk-taking and experimentation in my class and create a safe, structured place to do it. I want to tell about my first teaching experience, which was ending up being about art too. I wanted to become a teacher after working with a middle school student named Akila through a program called Community Education Partnerships that matches tutors with homeless students. I worked with her for over 2 years and got to be there to watch her grow up. I found it so rewarding to connect with a fellow human and be part of her growth in her life. We worked on literacy. After the first year, she wrote me a letter that said, "I like to read books now because of you." And I was pretty deeply moved. I can tell she had transformative learning because we talked so deeply about ourselves, about race, about society, and she learned to love how to read, which changed her world. And because of her, I became a teacher. So I love helping people discover their voice, even if art doesn't come very naturally to them. I made comics with Akila, who wasn't comfortable drawing, but she drew her ideas and had fun because I didn't put any expectations on her and I gave her the freedom to tell her own story. I love working with the natural wonder that children have and helping them make new fabulous things like fairy houses and like fairy airports, which some kids I was working with made in the woods. Children have a very keen eye, and they can be taught to observe closely in art. It comes naturally to them. So I'm excited to help them explore their own imaginations and ideas, and also to develop their artistic skills. I want to help all students learn by encouraging them to use whatever learning style they feel is the most important for them. I will incorporate dance breaks for kinesthetic learners, music and verbal instructions for auditory learners, written main points, mapped out examples, and daily schedules for visual learners, and chances to speak their mind for verbal learners and for everyone else. One project I'm excited about is to make soft sculpture animals. You do this by crumpling newspaper, covering it in duct tape, coating that in strips of plaster that you soak in warm water, and then you glue fake fur, or you simply paint the animal. And the students could pick whatever animal they wanted that was their favorite animal, and that gives them freedom. So I believe that even though virtual learning isn't ideal, we can still make it work together. I've taught virtually for 4 months and figured out some fun ideas. As a check-in, I had the students create an imaginative space by bringing an object in their room to life and telling a story through that now living object. We also made a digital drawing together on Zoom, where everybody got to draw on the same picture. The students drew what they loved about their own communities. To be able to work together is very important. I want to create an atmosphere where everyone is included, one where everyone is respected, and the students feel like they can speak their minds and they can be themselves. I would do this by giving all the students attention, respecting everyone, and making sure everyone is always okay. So I believe in transformative, meaning-based learning and in giving students the freedom to create. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon. Ciao, Bella.